I don't even know how the lighting is in here because I'm a hermit and live in my room. Hi guys, Shadow here, obviously. Do you like my handsome hair? It's beautiful. Very important update. I just got back from the doctor's a little bit ago, a couple hours ago. For those of you who know me, who have known me for any length of time, I've had hearing problems my whole life. I've had 3 sets of tubes in one ear, 2 sets of tubes in the other ear. Kind of had a small hole in one eardrum from one of those sets of tubes. Just bad hearing in general, ringing in my ears. But it's not been bad enough to warrant like a doctor visit. Obviously, the tubes were put in there by a doctor. That's not something, at least that shouldn't be something you do by yourself. But the ringing I could deal with. The bad hearing was just, bad hearing. It wasn't, I couldn't hear because I could hear well. It was just I didn't always hear well all the time. But I just got back from the doctor. My hearing just kind of flatlined about, I don't know, a week ago. All of a sudden I woke up and midway through the day I just realized I couldn't hear anything on my right side, and I can actually hear now, which is weird. Of course, the day of my doctor visit is the best day I've had hearing in a week, but I couldn't hear that. I couldn't hear snapping from my right side. I'd plugged my left ear. Sorry about the shakiness. I'm using my monopod, my new favorite camera holding device. Anyways, I'd plug my left ear and I couldn't hear snapping. I couldn't hear people talking if they were, further than so far away, or if they were talking quieter. Okay, well, sometimes I've had muffled hearing, maybe it's like air pressure for some reason. Waited, and it would change. Some days I could hear that, but some days the pressure on the side of my head, like when you have an altitude headache, was so intense. I was like, ugh. And finally, Monday, around 11, I finally, it was pissing me off so bad, and I tried everything. I tried hydrogen peroxide in it. Again, sorry about the camera, I'm swinging this thing left and right. I tried hydrogen peroxide in my ear. I tried, ear softening stuff. These medical drops. I tried, taking a warm bath, letting the water kind of fill in your ear. Nothing was working. I was getting a bit of stuff out of my ear, just not to be gross, but just old earwax and stuff, which is normal. It's healthy for your ears to have earwax in them. But I wasn't getting anything, and nothing was really working. It worked for a little bit. It wouldn't work for a little bit, teetering back and forth. But it finally got to the point where I was like, I gotta see a doctor, because I can't hear at all, nothing. Couldn't hear somebody clapping or talking. I was literally at work. I was having to rotate so my left side would face them. What was that? And I'm sure people are getting super annoyed, like, what the fuck, But and then yesterday at my work, we have to have hearing protection, earphones, earplugs, whatever. And I actually have one here I stole from work, just to try a test, and I'll kind of explain that. Little foam earplugs, squeeze them down, and they expand. It's moving really slow. But you see what I'm saying? See how it's kind of retaining its shape? But you roll them up, you put them in your ear, you do the whole goblet ear method, which I'm not going to explain that. But it hurt. It physically hurt to have hearing protection in my ear, and it never hurt before. And this year's always had, a bit more buildup of, again, not to be gross, but it's had more wax, and it gets, I don't know why, I've had 3 tubes in this year. This is my worst year. And it never hurt before, though. Sure, a little twinge of discomfort from stuff nothing in your ear, but not pain. Okay, well, I'm going to the doctor tomorrow, whatever. And I pulled it out, and it had this slime on it, which isn't good. drainage of your ear is normally fine, but like this mucusy slime is not good for you at all. But the doctor was looking, he's like, I can't remember, it's like this scar tissue kind of buildup stuff. I don't remember what he called it. But he said that usually develops over tubes. Is it possible we left a tube in there for 15 years? I was 5 when you put them in, dude. I don't remember. So the guy goes in and he was using this, God, it hurt so bad. He was using this suction device, and what they do is they put a little fluid in your ear, and then this vacuum pulls all this stuff up. And I mean, he was in there and it was hurting. Like, I was seriously, like, I was dripping tears. Not like, ooh, but they lay you on the table, so you're like this, and he's in your ear, and tears were running down. Like, it was painful. Like, yelling in the other room, so that's cool. Sorry, I'm just gonna wipe this. There was a little bit of dust on the camera lens there. But it was seriously painful. And he's like, listen, there's nothing here. But I don't like this. He actually dug so hard I was bleeding. I threw away the cotton ball, otherwise I would have pulled it out and showed you guys. It bled a lot. I was going to go back to work a couple hours ago, but I told my boss, and the doctor was like, don't use hearing protection. Don't do anything with this here. So the boss just said stay home so that I didn't injure my ear, which is cool. Boss is a cool guy. But he gave me a prescription for these drops, and he wants to see me in 2 weeks. And wants to see, and right now I can hear better than I have in literally a week. I can still feel the pressure, like splitting my skull left and right. I feel the pressure still, but it's not nearly as bad as it was. I can hear a lot better. Like, again, I couldn't hear that at all. I couldn't hear that on my right side. Now I think I have my full spectrum of hearing back. It seems a little quieter, but whatever. I'm going back in 2 weeks. I have to take these drops every day, ear drops. Hopefully they'll break up whatever that stuff, it starts to pee, and it's pretty much scar tissue, but it's what the ear does in order to keep stuff protected, your eardrum protected. But, oh man, this yelling in the other room. The problem is, I don't know what's going to happen with my ear. It could seriously impact my future. It could limit my shooting opportunities. It could limit my off-roading or loud machine opportunities. It may just be a medical problem. I mean, it won't be as severe as like diabetes or a severe allergy reaction or hell, even lactose intolerance, but it is a medical problem. It could be a medical problem. Fingers crossed it's not. Long story extra long, guys. I don't know what direction this channel is going to go after this. I'd love to say it's all going to stay the same, and oh yeah, I'll go out blasting guns left, right, center, you know, take my truck and roar through the dunes or something, but I don't know what's going to happen. It could be all I need to do is just when I'm doing that stuff, use hearing protection, which I normally try to. My ear, like I said, my ears have always kind of been a little worse, but it could be that I can't do it anymore, you know? Maybe I'll have to have a hearing aid. Who knows? Anyways, just a little bit of an update. I'm not going to do any videos for a while. I have a little bit more footage that I'm going to put up, but this is going up raw. This is going up unedited. It's just shy of 4 o'clock right now, and just kind of wanted to get this out there. I'm a little worried, but I'm not too worried. He is a good doctor. He's got well-known reputation for a reason, but we'll find out. Anyways, I really appreciate all you guys' love and support, and I'll see you next time.